Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, I wanted to talk on when music, no, rap artists, because this don't be happening to any other artists, they only happens to rappers, alright? You don't hear it with country singers, you don't hear it with freaking EDM, you don't hear it with nobody. You only hear this type of stuff happen with rappers, but when they get their music leaked out, what's up with that? Honestly, what is really up with that? Because I'm trying to think. I remember at one point in time where, like, I particularly didn't care for when music had got leaked out. You know, if it got leaked out, it got leaked out. But then as the time progressed on, then you just heard, like, you know, how, like, music would get leaked out where you dealing with hackers. You know, it'd be people in your own, like, group. What other things? Like, yeah, it's just people, you know, people leaking the music out for clout and stuff. Like, I'm telling you, there are so many different like scenarios that have been placed out for when people leak out music, and I'm confused by it because I'm like, what is it doing for that artist? How is it? Because I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, leaking out in rappers music, that's not helping them. That's actually taking away from what, because I'm trying, how can I place this like in a another scenario? Because I feel like I'm thinking food, I'm thinking something food related, but like, so, alright, so let's say that if there's a new food item coming to a menu, right? And it's coming out on a particular day. But then, like, somebody down the street, you know, somebody that works for that that restaurant, they go and they decide to, you know, go, what, like maybe down the street or in front of the business, and they start handing out that food. But it's only, the thing is this, it's only going to be giving them attention. You're taking away that attention from the artist. Yeah, you're leaking out their song, but you're taking away attention from that artist, and you're putting that on yourself. So how are you helping that artist? And I don't think not too many people realize that. They won't realize that until they place themselves in their shoes, or until one day they are in them. It ain't even some stuff where it's like, oh, you gotta place yourself in their shoes to understand how they feel. No, you're one day going to understand how they feel. You'll understand eventually, but no, let's overall talk on, you know, like, you know, rappers getting their music leaked and stuff. So, excuse me, when I started noticing when rappers getting their music leaked, I have to say it was maybe some years ago, and it wasn't like something I didn't think too much of. Like, I didn't particularly care for it too much. And then eventually, like, as the time progressed on, like now, like, and then there's like a reason why I'm doing this episode, because it was something that I had seen today. But like, yeah, now how I feel about it, I'm like, fam, like, and the crazy thing is that there are people out there that try to defend it, alright? But I'm gonna get to that. But no, let's start all the way from when I had to say I know this. I think there's like two separate occasions where it's like both of them are different. One was like rightfully, you know, leaked out and stuff. And then the other artist, he got leaked out by his own peoples. So, but anyways, let's talk on the other artist. So, Ski Master Slump Guy. So, there was at a point in time where he was coming out with an album, and his record label was taking forever to leak out or to put out the album and stuff. So he leaked it out himself. Now that, in my opinion, I feel like that's cool. That's all right. I can support. But if it's somebody else, that I can't really necessarily support, because no, there's been times where, like, and so here's the thing, like, I get if a song was, you know, because there's a difference between, I feel like, unreleased and leaked. Like, in some cases with the unreleased music, I know that, like, it could be a situation where they did get posted at one point in time by the artist, but then it had got taken down for whatever reason, like maybe copyrights or whatever, and then the person then some random person had put it back up. Now, I guess, well, I don't know. Then again, it's like, if the artist, here's my thing, if the artist says that the song needs to be taken down, then okay, then it's like, there's, you know, you gotta take the stuff down. But if they don't care, they're all like, no, post it. Like, and so that's what Ski Mask, what he did with this album that was supposed to be coming out. So he leaked it. The record label had contacted him, told him to take it down, but people were like, because I think he even said that too when he had leaked it out. He was like, download the songs for yourself, all that crap. And there's like websites, because he posted on SoundCloud, so there's like websites you could go to where you could like download music from SoundCloud and stuff. So yeah, people were doing that. And then yeah, after the record label had told him to take it down, I think he probably made sure of it that you know, the music, everybody had got the songs and stuff. And then at some point in time afterwards, when he took the album down, people were reposting the songs. Because there are songs that were supposed to be on the, because eventually it did get a release, but there are songs that were missing. There were songs that was missing from that album, and then there were songs that were changed off of that album. So that I can understand, because he approved of it. But now, switching to this other artist, he had his music leaked out by his own peoples. Like, and I'm like, fam, that's some stuff where I'm like, so no, let me just tell you guys the situation. So, I'm pretty sure we all know who Lil Uzi Vert is. But so anyways, there's this video of where I think it was one of his own people. I think it was a friend of his. It was either a friend of his or somebody that he knew, but he might not been cool with them. They were just, you know, a mutual, like a friend of a friend or something. I don't know. But so anyways, they were leaking out his music. And he's sitting down, so the video starts off with like him like had this person sitting down and he was yelling at them and stuff, going off and all that. But what upset me about that video, and I had to say that's when I had started realizing, like, you know, no, leaking music is actually bad. But how that person was acting in that video, like they didn't even care. Like, they're sitting there like, okay, and, like, you're upset over, you know, for why? Because the music's gonna come. Like, that's the thing where it's like, it's so dumb when people try to defend that stuff. Where, like, the music's gonna come out anyway, so it's like, why should it matter? But that's, like, the energy that I was picking up from that person. Like, they just did not care how upset Lil Uzi Vert was. And on some stuff like that happened to me, I probably would have, like, I would have seen how dude was acting, and I probably would have swung on him. I looked at, because it looked like it was a few other people there, I definitely looked at them and said, nah, lock these doors. I definitely would have tried to beat that man. I'm like, only way you leaving this house is if I grab you by your shirt and pants and toss you up out of a window. I'm like, but that's the only way you leaving out this house, alright? So, no, it's like stuff like that. And the guy, he didn't even really seem like he was apologetic or anything. I can't remember if Lil Uzi, if he told him to apologize, but regardless, it was just the way that man was acting. I was like, nah, this dude is crazy for him to be doing stuff like that. So, yeah, I had to say it was probably when I had seen that video, I was like, you know what, nah, like I can't support when artists get their songs leaked out and stuff. I just can't. I'm like, you know, there's at times where it catches me lacking, and then you see like an artist get their songs leaked out, and I'm like, dang, bro, it's like, because no, there's at times like if I'll check, I'll be listening to the song and then I'll check, because I'm like, okay, well, the whole song was posted, so let me see if it's been posted, and then that's when it like daunts me. I'm like, no, these guys are like hacking into their stuff and then posting it for themselves. I'm like, I think that's probably why some artists, they be having their stuff like on a separate hard drive, or, you know, like where it won't get their stuff leaked out, because yeah, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy how people, they put all this effort into like leaking out music, but they can't put no effort in filling out a job application and getting the job, making their own money. Because it's either they doing that stuff to make money, they doing that stuff for clout, or, you know, like, yeah, I feel like those are the only two things. But it's like, I don't think you can really make a whole lot of money off of that stuff. The clout, I'm like, yeah, I could see it where it's like people build a following off of leaking other people's music and stuff. But I'm like, once you get that stuff shut down, all that clout is gone. So it's like, to just talk on that, build your own clout. Meaning, like, you know, don't base your clout off of other people, because at the end of the day, like, that's why people are clicking on that stuff, because they see Lil Uzi Vert, they see Ski Master Slum God, they see all these other rappers and stuff. They're not paying attention to you. It's like, I see it as this. It's like, you're the club owner, but people ain't gonna pay attention to the club owner. They gonna pay attention to how active this club is. You can, cause no, hear out this example. You could be a club owner, right? You could be a club owner, unless you are doing things like for these people when they come to your club. That'll be the only way they'll pay attention to you. But let's say you own a club. It's like, it's popping and all that stuff. People like it. People are enjoying the scenery and all that. You walk up to each and every person in that club and you tell them, oh, I'm the owner. Okay, and what that got to do with me? I'm just here trying to enjoy myself. I'm here for the drinks. I'm here to dance. I'm here for, you know, like for whoever. But they're not going to care that you're the owner. And then there might be some out there where they're like, oh, okay, that's cool. Go right back to doing what they're doing. But they're not gonna follow you and be like, oh my god, like I'm your biggest fan. Like, you know, you're doing all it. I feel like the only reason why, like, if somebody were to approach you because they going out and they're either trying or they're doing the same thing. But other than that, it's like, you know, the people that's just there to enjoy themselves, they're not going to care if you're the leaker. It's like, you're not a memorable person. The person that you're leaking out, yes, they're a memorable person, but you're not. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, people need to build their own hype. Don't base your hype off of other people, your hype clout, whatever you want to call it. Build your own hype and clout. But anyways, and then the last artist that I wanted to talk on, and then this is where it just then, you know, like what people, how they were acting in the Twitter and stuff in the tweet, or because like what do you really call like that comment section or the reply section of Twitter and I don't know, but anyways, so. There's this artist, he's like kind of like up and coming. I don't feel like maybe a whole lot of people really, I feel like he's like a mainstream underground artist. Like, he is mainstream, but at the same time, like, he's still like underground and things. Like, he's not as big and as famous, but he is up there and stuff. But no, there's this, rapper named Lil TJ. So, I think it was last month where he was, shot. And yeah, he was in the hospital. It was a pretty, you know, crazy situation because I know of Lil TJ. I have some of his songs saved because he did some music with Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke is another artist, but anyways, but no, there's like songs that he did with Pop Smoke, and I'm like, man, you know, like when I seen the news came out that he got shot, I was like, dang, bro, I hope he pulls through. I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, we can't be losing these up-and-coming artists like that. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, just to kind of like talk separately from, you know, music leaking and all that stuff, artists need security. They need the best like top tier security out there, bro. You need some bodyguards. You need that dude that was guarding Whitney Houston in that movie The Bodyguard. We need people like that, bro. But you need like that times 10. Like, you need like a former Navy SEALs like type dude where he was a runner up to go like raid Osama bin Laden's compound, but you know he had to take a sick day because he wasn't feeling so well. Like them type of dudes where it's like they trained for these type of things, but no, anyway, so yeah, Lil TJ was shot. He was in the hospital, and then news came out that he was doing better and all that stuff. And then at some point in time, he started working on some music while he was in the hospital. So he does that, and then yesterday he posted, I think it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, where he posted that he was going to be coming out with a new song. He came back to social media and all that stuff. So anyways, posted about that. And then before the song even got posted, somebody leaked it out in the Twitter reply section, whatever you want to call it and stuff. And then was defending themselves on why they did it. And they're all like, oh, well, I'm helping out the artists. They were trying to do it. And it's like, fam, listen to me and listen to me good. You're not helping out nobody. Nobody. You're taking away attention from that artist and you're giving yourself attention. But at the same time, it ain't even, because eventually it's going to get, this is what I honestly think what's going to happen in the music industry. I think that it's going to get so hard and so tough for these leakers to leak out other people's music that it's going to, they ain't going to have no choice either to do something for themselves or just abandon ship, and they gonna have to find something else to do. But it's like them gonna be our only two options in the long run. If you can't find anything back then you're gonna have to be forced to just ditch the spot, because it's gonna be so hard. I'm telling you, it's gonna be so hard for these guys to leak out people's music that there is gonna be no way possible that they would. And I'm like, fam, but it's just, it's just crazy when people, they be trying to defend that crap. And it's like, there ain't no defense with it. You ain't got no authorization to leak out their stuff. They leak out their stuff. They post it for themselves. You ain't, like, that don't even make no sense. People be trying to, like, defend that crap. And I'm like, y'all is weird for that. But the thing is, though, they'll understand. There'll be something that is equally upsetting that will happen to them. And maybe in the same fashion, or maybe somewhere or something else, but that same level of anger that an artist has when their stuff gets leaked out, they gonna feel that anger one day. And the thing is like, and you know what? They gonna think back. on when they were out leaking people's music, and they're gonna be like, well, dang, I was doing that, so I can't be too mad. And it's like, no, you can't. So it's like you just gonna have to accept it, or it's just gonna be some consequences where people start facing. Because I'm like, look at movies. You don't really be seeing when movies be getting leaked out and stuff before it releases. Because if that was the case, yeah, they always be having them things in the beginning where they say like, oh, you know, don't post this movie or otherwise it'll be like a $250,000 fine and stuff. So yeah, I'm saying it's like eventually it'll get in a matter of time. People, they just, you know, they start cracking down on that stuff. But anyways, yeah, and that being said, I feel like I didn't say everything I need. Stop leaking out music, people. There's no need for it. But anyways, and that being said, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. Make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from GEEK, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.